So we talked about social media, we talked about which social media is more effective. You know about this. You share video, you share photos, you share infographics. Okay, so it's really more for the public. It's really more for making your story known to a bigger crowd of people. So one tool you can use is the note, the Facebook note. It's like a blog post, but it's inside Facebook. Okay, so it can work. Earlier we said you can get a link from your website, post it on your Facebook page, and then share it. You can do that, okay? But sometimes it can be much more effective if you use the same content, place it on Facebook Note, more people will get to see it. My only issue with that is I would rather that people go to my website. I would like to direct traffic to my website. So I can use Facebook Note, but I have to make sure I place a link on the Facebook Note and drive them to my website. Okay? We can talk about Twitter if you want. It is a totally different framework than Facebook. Facebook is you're building a community. Twitter has the nature of something like a broadcast. And people get to know about you, and they request to be part of your crowd, and you're limited to 140 characters. So if you can tell your story in 140 characters, it can work. I've never really taken to Twitter, unfortunately. Some people swear by it, but I think it's a generation thing. So if you want to explore different channels, you can do so. You can go Twitter, you can go Instagram. If in your project you take a lot of photos, Instagram may be a good option. You can create a whole different community on Instagram as well. Okay. Okay, if it so happens that you get picked up by the media, make sure you make it known. Okay? When you're reported on media, make sure you get that link, put it on your blog post, put it on your Facebook page, make sure people know about it. And sometimes because it's an external endorsement, it increases your credibility. Your supporters will share it as well, because they want, they're proud that, hey, the organization I'm supporting is on the media, so they'll push it as well. So I try very hard to make sure that I get picked up by the media, or I partner with the media at the earliest possible time. I really try to do that. And I guess here's where the wow factor comes in. The media is always looking for a great story. So if your project has a wow factor and you bring it out, the media can actually pick it up. You can give unsolicited press release to the media. If the story of your project stands out from the rest, they can pick it up. They might even interview you. Okay? That's how the wow factor is so important. That's why I was emphasizing it at the start. Okay? Make sure your project is standing, several notches above everybody else in terms of the wow factor. We will end with this. Okay, this will be my last slide. I will have to mention this, crowdfunding, because in your arsenal of fundraising tools, this can be powerful. Okay? You can do away with this, actually, but if you decide to do something like this, if you want to go crowdfunding, it has its own unique, it has its peculiarities that you have to be aware of. Okay? So crowdfunding is what we are actually doing when we ask money from friends, family. So our project, Blessed Child, is actually a crowdfunding project. We are asking for, a relatively small amount of money, $500, from a significant number of people to fund the project. So that's crowdfunding. What certain guys did was set up an online tool to make crowdfunding easier, because everything is there. Okay, the social aspect is there. The fund collection mechanism is there. Okay, you don't have to set it up anymore. They will do it for you, and they will also teach you how to do certain things, how to maximize the impact of or the effectiveness of your campaign. Okay, you can be how do you call it? It's like your trainer wheels. If you want to learn how to do crowdfunding, this is your trainer wheels. If you don't have the capacity to do it yourself, you can try it out. You go Kickstarter, although Kickstarter is partial to creative projects, music, books, painting, film, things like that. Okay, if you have a project like that, then maybe Kickstarter is something to think about. Indiegogo.com is more open. You can do any kind of fundraising activity there. I have hospital bills to pay. I can't pay it. I put it up on Indiegogo. Maybe my friends will see it. I can get funded. Okay, it can be as stupid as I'm thinking of doing a project of just staring into space for 550 days, and I need to be funded, and there are people crazy enough to fund a crazy project like that. So if you're thinking crazy, you can go Indiegogo. But there are other legitimate projects that you can do. You can go Indiegogo. There are differences between Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and basically the difference is with Kickstarter, it's an all or nothing proposition. Which means if you say you're raising $10,000 within a certain time limit, if you don't hit $10,000, you don't get it. Okay? That's how it works.
Where does the money go?
Well, the way it goes is, if I'm a donor, I want to make sure that the project succeeds. If you're not able to raise a fund, I don't get deducted from my credit card. So I want to support only a project that will succeed. And that increases the chances that the project will succeed, because if you meet your financial target. If you only meet 90%, your project is underfunded, it may fail. So they close shop, they close the project, and my money is still with me. Okay. With Indiegogo, if I support a project, whether they get funded fully or not, I get deducted. It has more advantages for the fundraiser.
Is it the same thing as the GoFundMe?
GoFundMe is the same, but Indiegogo is bigger. Since this is a social tool, a social media tool, the bigger the community, the more beneficial for you. If you go for the smaller crowdfunding sites, they have a smaller group of people supporting it, you may not be able to really meet your target. So Indiegogo may be the bigger site for you. If you are more effective in promoting your site, then regardless of whether you go GoFundMe or Indiegogo, you can raise your funds. But if you can do that, you don't need them. you set it up yourself on social media, on your website. You can do it all by yourself. Okay? So this is like, fundraising on trainer wheels. you don't know how to do it yourself, so can you help me out? You set it up on a crowdfunding site. Okay? We will not go deep into this. We can, but we don't have the time. Okay? In the end, as I said, the social media is just a means to an end. If you have the right elements to make the project viral, to make the project spread, if it resonates in the hearts of people, it will certainly resonate online. Okay? So you just provide it a social media platform so that it will expand its reach beyond what we can do on a face-to-face basis.